Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Third and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Quick throw caught on the left side. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The Nittany Lions will have to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That gain sets up a third down play. Receiver in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. Running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Second down and goal upcoming. Fine for the touchdown on the right side. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
Gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth-down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and of course Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Motion now from the tight end. They look to throw it here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's complete downfield. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The Nittany Lions line up on first and 10 now. A handoff to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Grab behind the line, it's Payne. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made by the tight end. Football comes out. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief, but I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Oh, here comes the reverse. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
He knocks this one right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. But, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's a quick grab. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
An inside deal now from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Caught over the middle. It's Glenn. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking for some space. It's Glenn. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give his quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker, so let's check out that. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. This time a completion. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks like he's going to run it. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's second down now. He hands it off from the gun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. But tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the interception taken to the house, a big six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Third down, out of the shotgun. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A quick throw out left, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
The Nittany Lions looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Penn State. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the extra point was up and good. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. Offense drops that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Oh, a reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. Does a good job of being physical and making that play.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. On the run, it's Glenn. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming.
They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Catch made on the out route. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks instead. We've now got 4th down.
4th down. He's throwing for it. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. 1st down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd and goal for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe holding the 3 points.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Touchdown, Penn State. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Schwartz. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Makes a quick catch. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. Wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Glenn. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Short completion there. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Was brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Tries the right with a quick throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get points on the board.
So, second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played.
And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Can't connect with a long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense. Really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense and work that clock, and you seal a victory.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And that run produces a decent gain. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Payne.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. Try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they